Hi everyone. I was trying to upload part 2 of my haul for the last couple of days, but for some reason using the YouTube create video, it was like uberly weird. I don't know why it was acting funny. So I just canceled that out and uploaded the way I normally do. I apologize for that, those videos being out of order, because like my cards ran out and then I misplaced the card for one, so I ended up uploading number 3, then number 1, and then number 2. Let's see. Well, this has been an interesting week so far, and it's only Tuesday. So I'm gonna say like from Saturday till now. So what was Saturday? The 2nd of April till today. So it's been an interesting last couple of days. I'm not sure what is usually going through other people's heads, but for myself personally, it's like, I'm not sure. It's just really odd that you find yourself going through some similar things that you wouldn't think that you'd have to go through with some people, like someone you're interested in dating or seeing, whatever you want to call it. And it's just really odd, and it's really hard because you get like some people that are, you know, wary and don't know what they really want out of life or out of a partner. They're unsure about a lot of things. They're intimidated by who you are as a person, and it just doesn't make sense to me, I guess. It could be, maybe I'm being a slightly naive, I'm not for sure. But I've had an interesting few days. I went on, I guess you could call them dates, 2 dates, 2 different guys, 2 different age groups. One is a little bit older than I am, the other is a little bit younger than I am. So it was interesting to see the 2 different mannerisms, vocabulary, somewhat the vocabulary, but it was interesting to see the different mannerisms of how they handled different things and their handling of being around me. I'm really tired today. Sidebar on that. So I'm not for sure, you know, the one that's a little bit older than me, really nice guy. Really nice guy. Maybe that'll just be friendship, which is fine. The guy that was younger than I am, yeah, no. Not my zhuzh, not my cup of tea. I really don't want anything to do with him beyond anything at all. So, you know, that was I guess you could call it our first and a last date. So he's just, that's not gonna work at all for me in that situation. So we'll see. I'm back in the dating scene. I've been back in the dating scene for a little over a year. Not impressed. I don't think I missed much in that year and a half because I just kept my life drama free and I wanted to stay drama free. I would hope that I could find someone that's going to be, you know, pretty cool and decent and, you know, likes to have fun. Sorry about the movement of my camera. It's the small tripod I have. It was off kiltered. On other note, kind of was having not a great day today. Feeling a little down because if you guys haven't seen the bad news video, that was in November of 2015. So sorry, I got a text message. So that bad news, if you go check that video out, you'll know the bad news. My last day at my former employer was January 8th of 2016, which was a Friday. I have been looking, I didn't start looking for a job until like probably about a week or so after my layoff, and been looking, and I'm not having any luck. But I think it's all for a reason. I'm not sure what the reason is. The universe and the powers that be. I'm doing all right though, you know. Bills are still being paid and, you know, that's taken care of. I'm just feeling a little defeated. And feeling like I'm a little bit of a failure because it's April. In 3 days, it'll be what? January, March, April, 3 months. And I'm like diligently looking, and that's the part that's, I guess, bugging me, because it's like I'm overqualified, or I'm overly qualified, or I'm just not qualified enough. And I'm like, please, you know, just give me a chance. What made me think about that today is because I was at a friend's house, you know, hanging out with their grandmother, just, you know, chilling with her. She's a little older, an older woman. And she's such a lovely lady, such a lovely lady. You know, I was, you know, sitting with her, you know, she was, you know, doing whatever she was doing. And I was sitting down, and I got a text message from my old supervisor at the job I was laid off from, asking how I was, that I'd been on his mind, you know, for the last few days, and how things were. Up until that text message came in, I was perfectly fine. You know, I wasn't upset. I wasn't, you know, I was thinking about it, you know, but I was like, oh, you know, I'm not tripping, and there's a gnat in my house. But then, you know, the text message came in, and I was like, wow. It was kind of a slap in the face, because, you know, I told him, you know, I was just like, you know, tell everyone I said hi. And, you know, he messaged back, and I was like, I'm all right, you know, I'm still looking. I haven't found anything yet. And, you know, all he had to say in response was, I'm, you know, such and such and such and such said hi. The other person's off already for the day, but I'm pretty sure, you know, they would be like hi as well, because they ask about you from time to time. And that was it. Didn't say I'm sorry, you know, anything like that. So that was kind of like, I'm gonna kill that gnat when I get off of camera. That was kind of, it was a little hurtful, but at the same time, it's like, you know, whatever. And you know, typing those words in that text message, I still haven't found anything yet, was, I guess, what clicked in my head. So I had myself a little pity party. Nothing bad though, really. Well, health, food-wise, bad. I went and got me a cookie dough shake from Sonic. Shake ice cream thing from Sonic. So that was my pity party. I didn't get a large or their biggest ones. I got like a medium. So it wasn't too bad. I'm just staying diligent, wanting to keep myself positive about everything. I did get called for a job I applied to. I believe it was on Sunday. It's a contract to hire position, so I'm very hopeful about it. And I have to take an assessment test next week for it and see what happens. Fingers are crossed. Today was just not a good day for me after leaving from my friend's house this afternoon. I'm kind of like, my energy's drained because I don't want to cry. I don't like feeling like I'm failing. Even though I know that I'm not, and I'm trying. So excuse me. It's hard though, because the one thing I always, I hate being such a crybaby. The one thing I always prided myself on is that I'm a hard worker. I have a job in my career field that I want. And, I may not have been in a relationship when I, was working my job, but, that was okay because I knew that I was working towards being a successful individual. And any person, if someone did come into my life, I had that. And so now that I don't have that, and I don't have a significant other, and I didn't realize how, I guess alone would be the word. I'm not for sure, like, if that's really even the word I want to use. But for the sake of just having a word, alone I was until Easter weekend. I was with my family. My brother and his family came from Kentucky, Indiana, whatever, down here to Texas. And, I was going to leave, to come back home because I've been gone for a week. And my niece says to her mom, I didn't know this. This is what my brother's wife is telling me, my sister-in-law. She's like, so Aunt Ned is going home? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, no, she's not. And she's like, yeah, she's got to go home. And she's like, okay, so I guess she's got to go home. Excuse me. Did I get him? No. She's got to go home to her husband. And I don't have a husband. And, it was, it's funny, it's cute. And the reason she said that is because I was talking to one of my good friends who's a guy on the phone when she came into the room because I was putting my stuff in my bag. And she's like, are you leaving today, Aunt Ned? I was like, yeah, I'm leaving today. And she was like, oh, bye, and walks off. She's 6. My niece is 6. And then she went and said that to her mom. And when I came out of my, the room at my aunt's house, my sister-in-law tells me, and we laughed about it because it was funny. I was like, my husband, she said, you were on the phone with the guy. I was like, all that was P, or that's my friend. And so that kind of like, at the time it didn't, register anything. But then, now that I've, been home for about a week now, it's reflective, because I'm thinking about, my family and, just life and stuff like that in general. And sorry. It's like, damn, I don't have, even my friend P, he's got a girlfriend, and I'm happy for him because he deserves to be happy. But it's like, I don't know. Maybe I am destined to be alone. I don't know. Or single. Not necessarily. I'm just destined to be single. Maybe there is nobody for me. And it bothers me, but it doesn't. And the reason I say it doesn't is because, I do have, for you, I don't think I've told any of you guys yet. I do have a son. He lives with his dad because he wanted to go live with his dad, and at the time it was kind of like perfect timing because his dad had been asking, for him to come live with him. So I was okay with that. And he comes to visit me every other summer. So he was here last summer. I think if you check, there's like Caleb Karaoke and What We Did This Summer. Those are 2 earlier videos from last 2015 that are on my page. So, I guess that's part of the reason I'm okay with it. No, the reason I'm not okay with it is because of something my aunt, who's 10 years older than I am, she's in the pictures for the Gaylord Ice. Why does my camera keep tilting? Video. She's like, she wants me to find someone that loves me as much as she loves me. So, and when she said that, I was newly being single, and I was okay with not having nobody because my last serious relationship at that time, prior to her saying that, was very tumultuous, a lot going on, a lot of draining energy things. So, that always rings in my head when I think of that, I'm maybe single for the rest of my life. So, I don't know. I need to do a facial. I need to wash my face because I've been out in the public, outside, pollution's in the air and stuff. I need to do a mask really bad. Oh, I got new contacts. I'm not sure if you guys can tell on here or not. They're like brownish with a little bit of green in it. I'm looking rough because I've been up since like 6:30 in the morning, and it is 9:30 in the evening in Texas right now. So yeah, actually I've been up since 6:15. I take that back. I lied. I've been up since 6:15 in the morning. I bought a new mattress towards the end of last month before I went to my family to spend time with my family for Easter. It's a gel foam mattress, conforms to your body when you move and stuff. Really cool. I'm enjoying sleeping on that. My back hasn't hurt in a while since I've gotten the bed. So that was money well spent. My braids are looking rough. I lost like 3 braids already. Like, not come out at the root, but like they just, like, my hair grows so fast when I get braids. They just, like, one of them I was taking my ponytail down to, you know, use the braid spray, and I took the ponytail holder out and there was a piece of braid, no hair at the end, just the braid. And then I think I lost one. I took one out up here somewhere because it was like really tight, and it did pull some of my hair out. So I'm gonna get bigger braids the next time. On the upside of things, my best friend of 20 years, who's a guy, he's coming to Texas for like 4 days next week. So from Monday through Friday or Thursday or something like that. So I'm excited. I haven't seen him since the All-Star Weekend here in Dallas. I talk to him often, but well, not very often. He sends me insults on Messenger on Facebook, so I might record and vlog with him here. I don't know. I haven't gotten into vlogging yet. My camera is still sliding. It's tripping. There we go. I haven't vlogged anything yet. I haven't gotten into vlogging, so I'm not sure if I'm going to yet at this point. But if you want to catch up with my day-to-day, day to couple of days, in the description bar it does have my Instagram and my Snapchat, and I believe my Twitter. I know Instagram and Snapchat are on there. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna end this for now because this is a pretty long video. Just say goodnight. I just needed to get some things off my chest. So I did. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, because today is Tuesday. And a good and safe weekend. Safe, not saved. A good, safe weekend, and just don't get yourself down about everything. It's okay sometimes, but don't wallow in your pity party all the time. Good night, guys. Have a good week.